The past winter delivered more new experiences for us, but I can't get started on it without mentioning that we had an exceptionally beautiful autumn with warm and comfortable weather stretching into the start of November. A fun and recommended autumn-October night out is visiting Pumpkins After Dark in Central Park, Burnaby. It is a route you walk with all the displays consisting of beautifully carved pumpkins.
That black cat pranced across the old fence post.
Staying on the Halloween theme and with a lovely evening predicted, my kid joined her classmates trick-or-treating in the area, getting a successful haul of candy to start the winter. Shortly after the 7th of November, we transitioned straight into winter with Vancouver's first snowfall of the season, and as always, we tried to make the best of conditions. Although the snow fell for the first time in the city, it was dumping up on the mountains for a week or two already, leading to my local mountain, Cypress, opening on November 11th, a pretty early start to the season, and I made sure to make it out there. We were lucky to have my mother-in-law over for the holidays, and in retirement, she got to experience snow for the first time. Leading up to Christmas meant Christmas parties. Besides 2 fun work parties, we also enjoyed a lovely potluck evening with the kids' school friends and parents.
Oh no.
The first was watching a hockey game at Rogers Arena with the Canucks playing the Montreal Canadiens, and it was a game for the books. After trailing 4-0 after the first period, they turned it around and sent it to overtime at 6-all, and finally winning it in overtime 7-6. The atmosphere was electric, and the entertainment value was second to none. I would highly recommend it. I managed to go again with friends and sit eyesight, which in itself was a new and unique experience. But unfortunately, the Canucks got destroyed that evening. The snow persisted until just before Christmas, and then suddenly the temperatures went up, rain descended on us, and the beautiful snow became a slushy mess. Even the slopes took a knock for most of January. However, before that happened, we milked it for all it was worth, building snow forts outside the house and in the parks, and going to our favorite local hills for sledding.
But he sleds like a weirdo, guys. He doesn't know how to sleigh at all.
This time round, I decided to break the skis out as well, and although short, it was a lovely experience. Don't let the cold and short days steal your joy. Milk every moment of
Funny
it.
right now. He's hilarious and silly like a boom boom space astronaut. He looks hilarious. He's just so funny. Blah 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 blah. Weirdo guy. He's going right there. He's such a weirdo all day. He's just jumping around.
In Vancouver, I would always recommend visiting Queen Elizabeth Park after snowfall. With snow-covered trees and beautiful views, it is truly magical. This winter, we visited the popular Dusen Festival of Lights, which runs every year from late November until about the 2nd of January, with beautiful light displays throughout the gardens, hot chocolate and food stalls. It makes for an unforgettable experience for young and old, brightening up a long winter night. Of course, with a season pass at Cypress, I try to make it out at least twice a week to get full value, but also because it's so much fun.
Ladies and gents, it's bloody cold out there. Snowing like icicles. Bloody hell.
The evenings aren't as romantic as a Bluebird Day session, but for no lineups and uncrowded runs, it really helps me clear my head and have some alone time. All that said, I did have a couple of stunning daytime outings, with this one in particular standing out, with clear skies and magnificent views. Another must-do family outing is the Capilano Suspension Bridge during the winter when they host the annual Canyon Lights theme. It is not the cheapest, but if you are a BC resident, one entry pays for an annual pass, so it makes sense to get it. We typically make it out there 3 times a year. With the Canyon Lights, they transform Capilano into a magical winter wonderland, with beautiful lighting displays throughout the park and Christmas-themed meals and drinks at the restaurant, which you can enjoy on the deck or around the fire pit.
Ik denk je weet niet wachten zo goed. Nee, die afkletteren.
Jumping back to skiing, my personal highlight of winter was visiting the world-class ski resort of Whistler Blackcomb. I went with a colleague that knows the mountain well and helped me get the most out of the time I had. With fresh snowfall, it was magnificent. They even got me into some black runs. It was an experience I will never forget. I did, of course, start it off fashionably, not having my boot in properly and eating the snow in front of the crowds.
What the?
The ice was broken and I had it lost.
I'm not sure if my foot was in correctly.
With winter nearing its end, we squeezed in another outing I've always wanted to attend, the Vancouver Sevens Rugby League. Unfortunately, the Blitzboks were terrible, but it was still loads of fun. After some convincing, my kid finally wanted to go for a ski lesson on the final weekend. The instructor was fantastic, and it was amazing how quickly she got the hang of it in 1 hour. The next season, I will enroll her in ski school during the winter break, and hopefully we can do some of the runs together.
Pizza? Pizza?
Not to miss out, I squeezed in one last ski session to end off the season. Okay, I lied, it was 2. I wanted to do some ski touring, essentially hiking up and skiing down, but my weekends were locked in on call at work, and once I was free, the temperatures picked up significantly, making the snow conditions less than ideal next season for sure. In contrast to last year, where we had a long winter deep into June before we could get out the summer clothes, this spring came in with a bang and lovely double-digit temperatures. Something I wanted to do but did not get to was to ski and paddle on the same day. With an early warm spring, you can still have some good snow up on the mountain, while the temperature in Vancouver is good for a beach day. Another to do for the next season. The spring blossoms were beautiful as always, and it really brightens up the city. Winter was epic, but for now, summer is loading in Canada.